Hi everyone, welcome to my practice. I hope you're on top form today. Any of you not, I bet that yoga will help. Today we have a nice and simple vinyasa. I really hope you enjoy it. So hop on your mat and let's get started. All right, you can come to a comfortable seated position. You can grab the muscle of your butt here to really move the flesh from the sit bones. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. And again, up, back and down, and you can softly close the eyes, not open the eyes. And let's just take a moment here to settle on the mat. Connect with the breath, connect with our body. You can start by observing the breath for a moment. Observe the chest rising and falling freely as you breathe. And observe how it feels to be breathing right now. Observe the quality of the breath. Is it deep or is it shallow? And you can also have a quick body scan from the crown of the head to the tip of the toes. Just noticing how the body is feeling, noticing if you find any area of tension or discomfort that we can release during today's practice. And you can also set an intention for your practice today. What brings you on your mat? What can yoga do for you? How do you want to feel? And here you can take a long, deep breath in through the nose. Feel the chest expanding. And exhale fully through the mouth. And again, inhale deeply through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. One last time, the deepest inhale you can. Now hold it at the top. Hold it, hold, and exhale. Now come back to a gentle and natural breath. Bring your hands together in front of the heart in the prayer position. Rub the palms together with energy to create some heat. Now cup the palms in front of the eyes and feel the energy that you've just created here. Now blink the eyes open, spread the fingers and release. Alright, good. We start with a bit of neck warm-up, so bring the chin parallel to the floor, keep the shoulders down. Now on an inhale, look up. So you bring the back of the head towards the upper back. And as you exhale, slowly you look down. So you tuck the chin and you gaze towards the earth. Again, inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Inhale back to the center. Now inhale, look to the right. Align the chin and the shoulder. Oof. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. And back to the center. Now inhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And as you exhale, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. One more time. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And as you exhale, left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Now tuck the chin And here we'll make 2 circles to the right and 2 to the left. So on an inhale, start to make a big rotation with the neck. Right ear, right shoulder, all the way to the top. And you exhale on the way down, left ear, left shoulder. And one more time to the right. And when the chin is back to the chest, you inhale to the left. Exhale on the way down. Inhale to the left. And exhale on the way down. And you can lift the chin. Very nice. All right, now you can come onto an all 4 position. So make sure you have the right alignment. You can bring the wrist underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and the feet disappear flat behind the knees. Spread the fingers wide. And here we'll start by gently tucking the tailbone and the navel so we have a neutral spine. And you can gaze at the front edge of the mat. Now, on an inhale, you drop the belly, you arch the back, you lift the heart, and you can send your gaze up or gaze forward. As you exhale, slowly round the upper back, tuck the tailbone, press the floor away from you, and send the navel to the spine. And you gaze towards the navel. Again, inhale, arch the back, look up. And exhale, round the upper back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. And one more time. Inhale, arch, look up. And exhale, round. And back to a neutral spine. Good. Now again, gently tuck the navel and tuck the tailbone down. And bring the right leg back, but don't open the hip. Imagine if I put a block on your sacrum, the block should remain in place. So you really want to have your pelvis and your hips aligned with the mat. Point the toes firmly towards the back of the mat, and now bring your left arm forward with the right thumb facing up. Squeeze the right glutes. You can gaze at the front edge of the mat. Now take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, we round. We round the upper back, we bring the knee to the elbow, or the knee to the nose even. Inhale to lengthen, and one more time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, release down, tabletop position. All right, now, again, without moving the pelvis or the hips, lift the left leg back. Again, imagine the block on your sacrum. And now bring the right arm forward with the pinky facing down and the thumb facing up. Engage the core. Gaze at the front edge of the mat. Breathe. Now inhale, reach forward and back. And as you exhale, you round, pressing the floor away. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to round. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, release. Good, very nice. Now open the knees as wide as the mat and join the big toes. Bring the hips towards the heels and find an extended child's pose here. Bring the arm forwards. But here you want to come on the top, on the fingertips. So make little cups with your fingers so we activate the shoulders. Your arms are not on the floor. The arms are lifted off the floor. There is only the forehead pressing on the floor. And here as you breathe, you can feel the rib cage opening, the back of the back opening. Now, I want you to walk your hands and walk the torso towards the left thigh. Rest the torso on the left thigh and keep your hands in this little cup shape or tent shape, forehead on the floor. See if you can reach the right fingertips a little bit more forward so you have a deeper stretch on the right side. Now walk your hands back to the center. Pause here. We are still on the fingertips. And now walk to the right. Torso and fingers to the right. And see if you can bring the left fingertips, the left hand a little bit more forward. So you have a very nice stretch on the left side. And you breathe through the left side. Deep breathing. Now bring your hands back to the center. And here bring the hands flat on the floor so the arms can also rest on the floor. And now slide your right arms underneath the left. So you thread the left arm under the left. The left ear and the left shoulder are on the mat. Take a few deep breaths here. Now reach the right arm back to the center, meeting the left hand. And now thread the left arm underneath the right, shoulders and ear on the floor. And keep reaching forward with the right hand. And most importantly, breathe. Now bring the left arm forward again. And from here, press on your hands to find your tabletop position. Correct your alignment. So make sure that your wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Now tuck all 10 toes, and from here we'll take our first down dog. So press on the hands, lift the knees off the floor, bring the thighs to the chest, and now extend the legs and find your downward dog. And you can move your feet and your knees, loosening up and opening the arm string. You can shift the hips from one side to the other. Find any movement that the body likes here. And then you can come to stillness. Make sure that your fingers are widely spread. You press the floor away from you. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze forward. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Now the left foot forward. Inhale with a flat back. You can keep a soft bend in the knees. And as you exhale, fall forward. Press on the feet. Big circles with the arms. Inhale to rise. The arms travel all the way up. The hands touch above the head. Gaze towards the fingertips. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, fall forward again. Inhale, look halfway up. And exhale, fold. And one more time, press on the feet. Inhale to rise. The hands travel all the way up. Gaze at your thumb. And exhale, hands to your heart. And release. Good. Now find your mountain pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Slightly separate the heels. Lift the kneecap. Bring the tailbone down and the pelvis forward. And here comes the sun. Bring your hands to your heart. Now inhale to rise. You can find a gentle back bend here by pressing your hips forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale, look halfway up. As you exhale, right foot and left foot back, you find yourself in a high plank. Open the fingers wide, gaze between the thumbs. Now bring the knees on the floor. Shift your weight forward, bend the elbows in, chin and chest on the floor, and your butt is lifted towards the ceiling. Now slide the legs on the floor, bring the feet together, inhale, and find a gentle cobra. Release the shoulders away from the air, slide bend in the knees. Now inhale here, and as you exhale, bring the forehead on the floor again. Now bring your hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, zip the legs together if we're not zipped again. And on an inhale, only lift the torso off the floor. So you want to reach the knuckles towards the heel. Gentle back bend here. We're warming up the back muscles. Inhale here. And as you exhale, release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Come on the knees and press back to downward dog. And again here, if you feel like it, you can move your dog, taking a bit of movement until we come to stillness. Now gaze forward and bring the right foot between the hands at the front of the mat. So we are in a runner's lunge here. Left hand is on the floor, widely open, And inhale to open to the right. Right fingertip reach high for the ceiling. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, right hand on the floor. Now listen. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Keep a nice bend in the knees. And now reach the right leg back. So we are on a low lunge on the other side. Right hand stays on the floor. You inhale and you open to the left. Exhale, left hand on the floor. Now press on the left foot. Bring the right foot forward at the front of the mat. And one more time. Left leg back. Find your runner's lunge. Lean on the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right hand back. Press on the right foot. Bring the left foot forward. Keep your knees bent. And now reach the right leg back. Big step, runner's lunge. Press on the right hand. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, down. Bring the right foot forward again. Now gently start to straighten the leg and grab opposite elbow and find your ragdoll pose. Shift the weight forward towards the toes. You can sway from side to side here. Now release the top of the hands on the floor. Press on the feet. Inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And release. And let me just close the curtains here. All right, let's find a mountain pose again. Big toes to touch, heels separated, kneecaps lifted, tailbone down, pelvis forward, hands to your heart. Soft gaze forward. Now inhale, reach high, gentle back bend if you'd like. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, look halfway up. As you exhale, find your high plank. Bring your knees on the floor, shift the weight forward, bend the elbows in, chin, chest on the floor. Slide the legs, press on the hand, and maybe you can find a higher cobra here. Inhale, and exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, come back onto all fours, and press back to downward dog. Now inhale the right leg high towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the right foot forward at the front of the mat. Spin the left heel on the floor, warrior one feet, and inhale all the way up, find your warrior one. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure that the right knee goes towards the right side of the mat and your hips are square to the front of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, hands on the floor. And from here, find your downward dog. Now inhale the left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward. Spin the right heel on the floor. Inhale to rise for warrior one. Shoulders down, right above the hips, and the hips are square to the front of the mat. So bring the left hip back and the right hip forward. Inhale here. Exhale, hands on the floor. And find your downward dog again. Good. Now, come on the toes, so lift the heels. Bend the knees so the knees hover the floor. And from here, shift the weight forward and find your high plank. Good. We'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees on the floor. Shift the weight forward. Bend the elbows in. Chin, chest on the floor. You can slide the legs. Press up, inhale. Up, cobra. Now, tuck the toes. From here, come on the knees. Press back to downward dog. Very nice. Take 2 cycles of deep breath here. Maybe observing how the body is feeling now. Observing your breath. Now gaze forward. Bring the right foot and the left foot at the front of the mat. And inhale with a flat back and a long spine. Exhale as you fold. Now bend the knees, inhale, find your chair pose. You can gaze between the thumbs. Make sure that you can wiggle the toes so all the weight is on the heels and not on the toes. Squeeze the belly in, squeeze the thighs together. Inhale, And exhale, release. Press on the feet. Inhale all the way up. Join the palms together. Interlace the fingers and release the index towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach high with the index. And as you exhale, side bend to the right. Nice stretch on the left side. Inhale to the center. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to the center. As you exhale, bring the hands back. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down. Inhale to open the chest. And as you exhale, bend the knees generously. Fall forward and bring the thighs on the chest. The chest on the thighs. And the arms are up above the head. And breathe here. Squeeze the belly to create more space. Now very slowly release the hands down and bring the fingertips aligned with the toes and maybe bend the knees a little deeper and find yourself in a half chair. Now lift your arm forward, align with the thighs, parallel with the floor. Inhale here and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. As you exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands on the floor and reach the right leg back. Find yourself in a runner's lunge. Now come on the fingertips. Use the core so you don't collapse the chest. Inhale all the way up for a high lunge. Release the shoulders down. Make sure that the back heel is lifted and the front knee is above the ankle. Inhale here, and as you exhale, spin the right heel on the floor and find your warrior two. Make sure that the front knee is nicely bent and to the left, not within, and you press on the other edge of the back foot. Now on an inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arm up above the ears, gaze up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, find your warrior two. Now reverse the front palm, inhale, reach forward, and as you exhale, reverse your warrior. Keep bending that left knee, extend the left arm up and back, nice stretch on the left side again. Inhale here, as you exhale, bring the hands on the floor, lift the right heel off the floor and find your downward dog. Take 2 deep inhale here. 2 breaths, not just inhales. Now gaze forward. Bring the right foot and the left foot at the front of the mat. Inhale with a flat back and a long spine, gazing forward. And exhale, fold. Now bend the knees, inhale, squat down, lift the arms up, find your chair pose again. Make sure the weight is towards the heels and not on the toes. Inhale here, and exhale, fold. Hands on the floor, bend the knees and send the left foot back now. Find yourself in a runner's lunge. Make sure that the back heel is lifted. Come on the fingertips, open the chest. Now inhale, find your high lunge. Shoulders down, make sure the back heel is lifted and the right knee is on top of the right ankle. Engage your core. Inhale here, and as you exhale, open to warrior two. Sink low in your warrior. Make it a good warrior. Thigh parallel to the floor, press on the other edge of the back foot and send the right knee to the side. Shoulders down, pelvis forward. Now on an inhale, reach your arms up and extend the right leg, gaze towards the thumbs. And exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reach high. And as you exhale, maybe you can sink a little deeper in your warrior. Now revolve the front palm. Inhale, reach forward, and as you exhale, reverse warrior. Don't lose the bend in the right knee. Keep bending the right knee, gaze up towards the right hand. Find the energy from the fingertips towards the toes. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, hands on the floor. Lift the left heel off the floor. Now the right foot meets the left foot for a high plank. And we exhale down on the belly. So bend the elbows and come all the way down on the belly. Good. Now bring the arms alongside the body with the palm facing down. Zip the legs together and zip the big toes together. Press the hips on the floor. Squeeze the glutes. On an inhale, lift the chest off the floor. Now lift the arms off the floor and now lift the legs off the floor. Locust pose. Keep breathing, and with every inhale, maybe you can lift a little higher. One more big inhale. And exhale, release. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. You can come on all fours or you can press yourself back to a high plank. And we meet in downward dog. Very good. Beautiful. Now inhale the left leg high. No, the right leg high, sorry. And as you exhale, right foot forward at the front of the mat. Runner's lunge. Inhale for high lunge. Exhale for warrior two. Inhale, arms above the head, straighten the front leg. And exhale, warrior two again. Now straighten the right leg, only the right leg, so we settle for triangle pose. Shift your hips back, so the left hip wants to close the drawer. The right fingertips want to reach for something. You elongate, and then the right fingertips come on the floor, or maybe on the shin lightly. Shift your hips forward and send your shoulders back. You can gaze towards the left thumb, or you can gaze towards the floor, whatever is accessible for you this morning or today. Now take a big breath in. As you exhale, left hand on the floor. Bring the left foot towards the middle of the mat. Close the hip, so now you want to bring the right hip back and the left hip forward. Inhale with a flat back, you can come on the fingertips. And as you exhale, you fold over the right leg for pyramid pose. You should feel a nice stretch in the arm strength. Keep pulling that right hip back and that left hip forward. Now inhale, look halfway up. Pause here. Now bring the left hand where the right hand here, right on the outside of the right foot. Settle here for a moment and find your balance. Now on an inhale, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling for revolve triangle pose. Again, imagine that block on your sacrum that you don't want to have, that doesn't want to fall. Good. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right hand back on the floor, left hand framing the foot. Now interlace the fingers in front of the right foot and point the index towards the front of the mat. By pressing on the feet, inhale to rise up. Pause here. Now from here we'll go to a variation of warrior three. So start to bend the front knee and lift the left heel off the floor. Shift the weight forward, so move forward with the torso, press on the right foot, lift the left leg off the floor, right fingertips, the fingertips reaching forward, shoulders away from the ears. Whoops, and I am falling. Good, and if you fall, you just stand back again. Now, release the fingers and bring the hands on the floor for support. Bend the right knee and bring the left foot back for low lunge again here. Beautiful, very nice. Now flatten the hands on the floor and from here come to a downward dog. And here you can take a moment to observe how the right foot and the right side and the left side feel different. Observe any sensations or movements. Now lift the left leg high on an inhale. And as you exhale, left foot forward at the front of the mat. Come on the fingertips. Inhale for high lunge. And exhale for your warrior two. Inhale, reach high, straighten the left leg, gaze towards the thumb. And exhale, back to warrior two. Now straighten the left leg for triangle pose. The right hip wants to close the drawer behind you and the left hand reach forward and forward and forward and forward. Elongate. And then left hand on the floor or on the foot or on the ankle or on the calf muscle, on the shin. And here, shift your hips forward. Imagine you had a wall behind you and you want to be completely flat on the wall. Gaze up or gaze down, whatever is accessible today. Now take a big inhale here. As you exhale, right hand on the floor, left foot on the other side of left hand on the other side of the left foot. Bring the right foot forward in the middle of the back. Now square the hips, left hip back and right hip forward. Inhale with a flat back and exhale, fold for your pyramid pose. Bring the chest on the thigh, maybe the forehead on the shin, maybe the knee on the nose or the nose on the knee. Now inhale to look halfway up. Right hand comes on the outside of the left foot or maybe on the ankle, wherever is accessible. Press on the hands and on the feet. Find your balance here. And when you're ready, you inhale and you send the left arm up for reverse triangle pose. Shoulders are stacked, fingertips reaching high. And if you're shaking, it's absolutely fine. Inhale here. And as you exhale, release the left arm down. Right hand back, framing the foot. Now, interlace the fingers and point the index towards the front of the mat. And by pressing on the feet, inhale to rise, strong core. And pause. And from here again, we'll take a variation of Warrior 3. So start to bend the left knee and lift the left heel off the floor. Hinge forward. So you can step on the left foot, lift the right leg off the floor, start to straighten the left knee, but you can keep a soft bend here. Torso parallel to the floor, and you one long line of energy between the tip of the index to the right toe. And breathe. Now bend the left knee, bring the right foot back, hands on the floor. Left foot meet the right foot, high plank. Knees, chest chin on the floor or chaturanga. Inhale for a cobra or an upward dog. Tuck the toes and as you exhale, downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Pressing the floor away from you, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Now gaze forward between the hands, but here listen, we'll come to a yogic squat. So right foot outside of the right hand, left foot outside of the left hand. Sink your hips low, bring the hands in front of the heart and press the knee away. And here maybe you want to sway from side to side. Now come back to the center, bring your hands behind you. From here, come to a seat, and from here we'll go straight to a boat pose. Good, very nice. So your hands, your arms are parallel to the shin, which are themselves parallel to the floor. And if you want it here, you could maybe straighten the legs, sending the toes towards the sitting, but without compromising the integrity of the spine. Now inhale here, and exhale to release. Good. Let me just face you now. Now bring the soles of the feet together. And maybe bring the hands behind you so you can lift the bum and bring the pelvic area closer to the heels. Good. Now extend the arms forward and imagine I was pulling you with my hands, or was pulling you towards me. So you want to reach forward as far as you can. Navel is up and back. You press the knee towards the floor. And you reach. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Now set the hands on the floor. And here you can gently round the upper back, tuck the chin, and bow forward, letting yourself go here. Maybe you want to slide the hands a little bit closer to you. Keep engaging the core. And now very slowly start to unroll the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Good, nice, very nice. Now extend the legs forward. Maybe you want to Shake them a little bit. And let's twist our spine. So let's bring the right foot over the left knee and really squeeze that leg towards you. You want to give it a good hug. Now bring the right hand back. And you can gently press on the right hand so you can lift the torso, lift the chest. Now bring the left arm up towards the ceiling. And now take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, you twist and you bring the right shoulder, maybe the right elbow on the outside of the right knee. Press the knee and the elbow against each other and twist towards the back of the mat. Every time you inhale, you can elongate the spine. And as you exhale, you twist. Keep pressing the arms against the leg and the leg against the arm. Activate the left foot. Now take a big inhale. And as you exhale, you untwist. All right, now bring the right leg again, but inside. Now you shift, you bring the right leg inside of the left knee. And now you press the right knee to the side. And you bring the, what do you call it? The heel in the crease of the left thigh. Activate the left foot. Bring your hands to the side. Inhale, rise up. Tuck the navel in. And as we exhale, we fold over the left leg. Maybe your hands are just on your calf muscles or on the ankle. Wherever you are, you want to keep a long spine. You don't want to round the upper back. You don't want to shrug the shoulders in the ears. You want to create space. Yoga is all about creating space in the body and in the mind. One more breath here. Now on an inhale, reach your arms high. And exhale, release. Extend the right leg. Give it a good shake if you want. And now bring the left foot over the right knee. Squeeze the left leg towards you. Bring the left hand back and reach your right fingertips towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale here, opening the chest. As you exhale, you twist to the left. You hook the right arm on the outside of the left leg. You press the leg against the arms and vice versa. And you twist towards the back of the mat. Make sure you're sitting on both glutes. Every time you inhale, you lengthen the spine. And when you exhale, you have a bit more space to twist. And you breathe deeply. Now take a big inhale here. As you exhale, you untwist, you release towards the center. Now bring the left knee over, the left foot over the right knee, and gently bring the knee towards the side. So you bring the heel in the crease of the right thigh. Activate the right foot. Hands to the side, long spine, navel up and back towards the spine. Inhale, lift the arms high, release the shoulders. And as you exhale, fold over the right leg. Your hands fall wherever they want to fall today. Remember, yoga is not about touching the toes. It's what you learn on the way down. It's the patience, the compassion, the gratitude. Touching the toes is only optional, really. One more full breath here. Now squeeze the belly, inhale to rise up. And exhale, hands to the side, and you can release the left leg. Maybe give them a good shake. Good. Now bring the hands behind on your side so you can bring the hips forward so we have enough space to go on the back. So extend the arms and gently unroll the spine on the mat, vertebra by vertebra. We slowly and going down with control and grace. All right, we'll take one gentle back bend here, one bridge pose with chest expansion. So bring your heels towards the bum. Make sure you can touch your heel with the fingertips. Make sure that your back is flat on the floor. Head, neck, tailbone, and spine align. Now imagine you have a block between the thighs that you want to press together. Now on an inhale, press on the feet, lift the hips towards the ceiling, squeeze the glute at the top. Bring the chin away from the chest. When you're stable here, interlace the fingers behind the back and roll on the other edge of the shoulders so we have more height here. Keep pressing on the feet and keep pressing the hands on the floor. The chin is away from the chest. And breathe. Now take a big inhale here. As you exhale, release the shoulders, release the back on the floor, and hug your knees to the chest and give them a good squeeze here. And you can roll on your back from side to side, massaging the spine. Good. Now one last thing to do, you can plant the feet on the floor, but on each side of the mat. So you have your feet widely open and the knees gently open to the side. Now extend your arms on the floor in a T position with the hands facing down. Now inhale here in the center, and as you exhale, you send your knees to the left and you gaze to the right. We stay here for 3 breaths, finding a very nice stretch in the right quad. Now on your next inhale, bring the knees to the center. And as you exhale, you bring the knees to the right and you gaze to the left. And I can really feel a nice stretch in my left quad. I don't know where you can feel that, but now bring the knees back to the center. Now one last time, hug the knees to the chest and wrap your arms around the legs. Lift the tailbone and the lower back of the floor. Lift the shoulders and the upper back and really squeeze yourself in a little ball. You want to make yourself as tiny as you can and create tension. Squeeze the eyes, squeeze the forehead, clench the jaw, really, really create tension. The more tension you create, the more relaxed you'll be in Shavasana. Now breathe in, and as you breathe out, you can find Shavasana, bringing one foot on each corner of the mat, arms open to the side with the palm facing up, and let your feet fall to the side. Now take a big breath in, and fully breathe out. One more time, breathe in. And fully breathe out. And come back to a gentle breath. A natural, simple, spontaneous breath. And here for the next few moments, let's be still on the floor, completely relaxed to integrate our yoga practice. Make sure you don't hold any tension in the feet and in the legs. Relax your hips and relax your seat. Relax the fingers, the hands and the arms up to the shoulders and feel them heavy on the floor. Relax your back and the front of the body. Relax the neck. Relax the jaw, the eyes. Relax the forehead and the scalp. And you can also relax your mind, letting go of any thoughts, any concerns, any plans. And let's just be here and now in this present moment. It's the only place and the only moment that really matter. Here and now. Softly breathing. One breath after the other. And now you can gently bring your awareness back to the space around you. And you can start by observing the sounds. And let your mind hop from one sound to the other. Now maybe you notice a smell, or there is a taste in your mouth. Without opening your eyes, visualize the walls, the ceiling and the floor. And your body completely still, lying on the floor. And now you can start to bring little movement back to the body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. You can move your head from one side to the other. You can extend the arms behind the head and you can yawn, you can stretch, you can inhale. Ooh, that feels good. And then you can bring the knees to the chest. And you can roll on the side, on either side, finding a seated position for a moment. Then you can lift yourself back up to a seated position with your legs crossed and your eyes closed for just a moment. Find a gentle lift in the heart to let the flow of the breath freely on the vertical position. Now bring your hands in front of your heart. And here you can come back to the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. What's brought you on your mat? How could yoga help you today? And to close the practice, we'll chant together the peace mantra, Aum Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can exhale all the air. Now inhale deeply to chant. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale and exhale. May there be peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful yogis. Thank you for joining my practice. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm Mia. And if so, you can like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with whoever wants to join yoga. And I will see you next time. Have a gorgeous day. Bye.